Welcome back to ESL Pro League Season 8, as we are carrying on with our matchup between Windigo and Go. So far, Windigo have been able to upset them and pick up the first map win here. In the first map we saw on Mirage live from the Intel Esports Arena. We'll be carrying on to see where this continues, if they can try and get themselves a smooth 2-0, or if it will split the series and go 1-1, gaining them 3 points each. I'm still joined by SEO. How are you feeling about this, Ben?
Feeling quite good. I feel like this matchup might be a bit of a close representation of, what we saw from that first map at least, right? So consider that AGO, as you mentioned before, they've just come from a best of 3 where they ended up waiting for that third map, right? But they did play Dust2 in that best of 3.
There we go.
So that is probably a positive, right? Although it was a double overtime affair. So at least they've got some warm-up on the map, I suppose is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they've played out their entire playbook, they've done everything. They've dry-run it all in a different series, right? So I'm hoping we see a bit more performance from them, whether it's just individually or team play. I'd be happy to see either of them right now, if I'm honest.
They need something. I mean, they looked a little bit better, obviously, towards the end of that game. They actually did wake up so slightly and get into their own, right? But it took far too long. They looked way too timid, and they just didn't look... I mean, they didn't look ready for a team that had already
wanted to win.
Exactly, for a team that had already been playing games today. Obviously, if you take into consideration of the fact that that was a double overtime game, then they had a loss. They've now had their second loss, and now they're jumping back in, and they still have, no matter what happens here, another map to play against Sprout later on tonight. It's got to be a little bit frustrating for them, obviously, for how the games have been going.
Yeah, it's a mental battle, isn't it? I suppose if you're quite a mentally weak player in any way, right? So double overtime, some players wouldn't be happy that it went to double overtime anyway. Even if you won, they wouldn't be very happy because it was like, it shouldn't have gone there anyway. Then you lose a map, they might be even more tilted. You lose another map to a team you probably feel like you should be beating. Yeah. They're fuming. You lose this one as well.
You'd be fuming.
They're appearing offline, pulling the net. Like, they're gone. They're gone.
Sorry,
down the pub.
Yeah.
Like,
we won't be playing.
It's a horrible...
Game will be postponed.
But hopefully there are people in place to stop that from happening, i.e. your coaches, your managers, that sort of thing. Just to be like, okay, it might have been my bad on the schedule. It might have been my bad. I scheduled things a bit...
you played 7 games.
Yeah, it was my bad, guys. Sorry. But think about the HLTV stats. No, but, they've got... Somebody must be there to tell them, just reset. It doesn't matter. That best of 3 might as well be best of 1. Forget what happened in those 2 maps. This is a best of 1 again. Mirage, it's gone now. You can't bother thinking about it. You don't need to think about it. Dust2 is now.
That's why I think therapy dogs would be a great addition to teams. If every team had a little therapy dog, imagine that. You tilted after 1 game, you're just there with like a small Pomeranian just called Mashed Potato that you're stroking. That'd reset you.
And then a really tilted player comes over who might turn him into Mashed Potato because he's just that angry.
Mashed potato. My goodness.
Like that's,
It's not ideal.
You have to think, my battery's gone.
He's that nuts. He's that tilted, he'll throw his pen away in disgust.
Into mashed potato.
He's transformed into... That was the dog.
That was the dog. That was my original representation of it.
He's gone now. Well, somebody call RSPCA on that one.
So, but just think about it. Some players you might not be able to get through to though. Especially online CS, to be fair. Like, in a LAN environment, your therapy dog might work. In a gaming house. Thank you, I'll flip this one away.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Yeah, but in a LAN environment, that could work. But online CS... Some people, you'd never know what your teammates are actually doing in terms of reacting to games. Some people might just be raging off mic. Some of them might just be sat there like, everything is fine. Everything is fine. It fires on it.
Just let it happen. It's fine.
So it depends, doesn't it?
Well, that's the thing. Players approach it very differently. It's all very individual, by team or by player basis. And the best thing you can do is obviously what we always say in terms of just take it as a best of 1. If you can restrict it to just the idea of, all right, forget about the other maps. It's the best of 1. It's a fresh game. But that is much easier said than done, especially in the scenario they're in right now. This is probably the most tilt-worthy they could be.
Especially, if they'd lost that first map in the best of 3, then won 1. You'd be in a high.
A little bit more pumped,
But then, at the back of their minds, they're probably thinking, we're probably going to lose that best of 3 as well now. It's a really bad day.
Yeah, because at that point you would win 1 map in double overtime. You would then lose 3 maps in a row. And then play a 3rd map to see if you can try and carry on your run to Chicago.
It's horrible.
Yeah, you'd be pretty down in the dumps on that one.
Yeah, because I consider myself to be quite a timid player. In terms of like patience-wise, I can reset quite easily. So like, just to think as a comparison, if I was in that situation, I'd probably be thinking, okay, we've had to delay that. I'd probably be more annoyed at the fact that somebody scheduled this poorly than I would be about the result of the game currently.
Yeah.
I'd feel like, who's done this? Like, we could be finishing that best of 3 and then not having this until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, it was just, it'd be more the organisational things, like, being tilting me, if anything.
Yeah.
Just because you need to be able to reset, though. Like, that's...
You need that downtime, because obviously you come fresh off a game that isn't even over. It's midway through a series.
Yeah.
That's the bit that affects you, because you don't even have that reset time. Then after this, they're going to have to dive straight back into a game anyway, depending on what happens there with Sprout. It's a whole kerfuffle for them. So definitely a long day for a go. And that could be one of the reasons why we're seeing them, have such a slow start. It's a lot on them. They could be pretty exhausted at this point. If you think of how long they've been playing, double overtime into a second map, this is already the 4th map they're going to be playing in a row.
In the space of like 4 hours.
Yeah, it's a lot of CS to just have to churn your way through, especially against different opponents.
I was going to say, in a league environment too, because it's not like a prac. Like, you can play as many pracs as you want in a day. You play 10 of them in 10 hours. You wouldn't feel that same mental strain that you do in actual official game.
It's these must-win games.
Yeah, it's games where you really want to win. Pracs, you can just be like, whatever, we lost this prac 29-1.
Yeah, it's fine.
But it felt like good practice, so it doesn't matter. An official game, you lose 16-1, you're going to be annoyed. You'll be really annoyed. You'll be like, why's that happened? Why have you done this? Why did you do that? Like, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's just... It's a horrible situation to be in as a team. But at the end of the day, they should be, like I said, resetting. If you're Windigo, though, you're in Wonderland.
They're in Cloud9. Yeah, they're living it. They're literally just... I mean, they were dominating. Every round was...
That CT side was so aggressive.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even, like, random aggression. Like, they were doing like, a set way of pushing. The same way people at first thought like Vega Squadron and Quantum Bells of Fire at the time. How they thought their aggression was just random, and, CIS players, they do push through smokes randomly. They thought it was just, not thought through, just pushing through things. Like when Stewie first came, actually. Like, everybody said, he just pushes through smokes, it's so dumb. Yeah. He does have a thought behind it. He's like, if I do this, I'll catch them by surprise.
Yeah, you won't expect it.
But then technically, what's the issue behind it? You might think it's a bad idea. It's worked, though, hasn't it?
Yeah. You got to expect the unexpected. And talk about unexpected, let's see what the odds are going to be.
Ooh, that's nearly right down the middle.
Yeah, I know. It's clean cut.
Oh.
It's very, very close. Okay. Well, what do we think then, going into this one after what we've seen with what Windigo put up on the first map? Who are you going to go for? What's your prediction for this one?
I'm thinking AGO.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm thinking quite comfortably AGO. Purely because it's been quite a bit of downtime between the map we just saw and this one now.
I'm going to give it to Windigo. I'm going to give it to Windigo just because individually they looked crisp.
Yeah,
they were all popping off. I mean, if even a couple of the players like Blocker or Bubble or Ships can carry that on, I think they're going to be fine. We're into the game anyways. They're going to push up. Already on the A site, Ben. They've slipped in.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent to the first pistol round we saw in Mirage, where the plant will come through, and they are playing retake, but this time Blocker's got a kit. So that changes things quite a bit, and we're seeing 4 players through short, and possibly 5 actually. So this is the same as the L block push last time. Yeah,
it's the silent movie retake as they run in. They're going to try and go for the play. The frags definitely do come through. They trade, and Grubby starts to punish. But there's big old Ships docking into the station and starting to cause a commotion as he gets the first. The trade back on Bubble. They're struggling, but it's a bloodbath, and it's PHR with support of Spirit to take it down, and that is a team ace once again for a go.
Yeah, very strong. So that's all the pistols so far.
Yeah, 3 for 3. They've won them all.
When you consider normally the variation in pistol round wins is about 5%. So that's actually pretty solid for them. So the question is, will they convert this one? Because last time on T-side, they did not.
No, they did not at all. And it I think could come back to bite them if they struggle and allow that happen once again. We are working on getting that audio fixed, guys. Don't worry, that'll be remedied as soon as possible. As the push comes through, straight up short, going to try and bombard the A site once again with an opener, see if they can topple the defense, and there we are, back into it, as our ears will be graced by some lovely sound of some heads getting popped. Yeah,
much smoother take by AGO this time. Very aggressive though, 4 AKs bought. It's quite rare. You normally see somebody at least take the hit. I'll be like, oh, I'll buy an SMG, I'll get grenades. But instead they all opt to get AKs, and to me that just sounds like confidence. They're just like, we're all going to get AKs.
Yeah.
Just start shooting them. We're better than them. Just start killing them.
It's one of those as well where it just pumps you up. If you just buy the AKs, it's like, right, fully invest into AKs. We're not going to play for additional cash. We just want to win the round. Literally just win the round. It's just one of those where it's like, just get it done, and let's just break through the wall and then chill out a bit.
So we've seen some dualies be purchased right there.
Oh, he has gone for the dualies.
an interesting one. I mean, I did see, I think it was Glaive by them at the major. And he did whop someone out.
To be fair, they're not that terrible anymore.
Yeah, they're okay. This is a bit of a shooting gallery, but the dualies have finally arrived. Will he be able to use them even? I think he probably will chase. Oh no, he's going to find that AK, isn't he? He's going to look for the spare AK. I think PHR was looking for it then, but he couldn't find it.
It's gone missing.
Oh, there we go. They've got all 4 AKs. So, I mean, the dualies purchase didn't have an impact in terms of actual use, but it did mean they didn't buy another SMG or anything like that, so they saved money in that situation, in theory.
It was alright. It's not bad.
And a pause comes in.
Instant pause.
So you see Bubble is the dedicated AWPer on that CT side. So we thought it was Ships based on that Mirage CT side. He was really, really good with it. But Bubble's the one who's, anchored his money correctly to be the AWP purchase here.
Well, it did seem as if Ships was doing a very prolific job with the weapon. Obviously, Bubble has been confident with it in the past, and we've seen that still coming true. So, not overly surprising, just interesting on both of them being that confident with it. Yeah,
I mean, it's good to have multiple players able to pick it up, right? I would like to know who is the player putting down these pink crowns stuff.
I think it's all of them, isn't it? Because you can only put one down at a time.
You can put one down per round every 45 seconds. So if you're the rotate player, you could have a field day with that floor.
Oh, yeah. You could just... Yeah.
Plus, there has been 3 rounds, so that's 2 we can see there. I'm interested, though. I wonder who it is. Because you only get 50 of a spray. Yeah. Unless you buy multiple.
Let's keep an eye on that on Spawn for the next round. Who's doing all the graffiti? Who's the hooligan?
Yeah, because they've actually got their spray key bound.
Yeah, he's prepped.
I imagine most players don't probably use it or know that it's bound. Unusual, but AGO, a very silent short take, although silent until the last few seconds there. Furlan did make noise running up then. But short looks like he'll be given away, but Bubble was holding the angle and he gets forced off. He's had to drop and he'll be going all the way back to crossover. So AGO get the knowledge that they pushed him off short. They've got short control fully. They've not had to battle for it either. The question is, what kind of take will come through?
Oh, Grubby. Makes noise as he jumps down towards mid. He is going to try and go for this play through. Flash bangs out. Punisher holds the angle. Gets the better of him, yeah. I struggle with the flash. If he would have been blind, could have got the kill. Yeah. He was ready for it, but that's the thing. He let himself down there.
Yeah, and that's kind of forcing the issue here. That CT smoke comes in. Flash is coming in. Not great, though. They're not fully blinding Bubble here. But the player close wall gets the drop on him there. He doesn't get the second kill. Punisher did trade that with the smoke, funnily enough. But it's still a good position for Windigo here. I mean, post-plant should be in their favour here. There's no kit, however. The kit is probably the big play here.
Timing is everything. And also, getting the AWP out of Sparrow's hands would be pivotal, Ben. They dink him, bring him down to 12 HP as the push comes out. It is a 2-on-2, but they're definitely favoured. The retake could work out, however, there is no grenades and no kits, so they definitely will struggle. Sparrow goes for the peek out, tries to get the angle on him, spots no one and goes down.
He's so low.
He does get the tag off, though, both of them. So close to death, and Towel goes for the reface. The headshot comes through, the dualies for a bit of pizzazz, and that will be 4 rounds picked up for a go.
And honestly, the kit being not there is probably a big factor in that round. So, that forced rush bit.
Right, hang on. Who's doing the graffiti? Who's having a spray?
Nobody put it down there, did they? Oh, so one of them did fade, though.
Yeah.
So that means that was put down in the pistol or earlier.
We'll get there. We'll find the answer to these shenanigans. Ships in the close angle with the Deagle.
He's going to get caught. Actually, the player at the back side will get caught, but he's actually got the kill.
He's got the kill, Ben. There's the follow-ups as well.
Through.
That's a Deagle
This is such a
smackdown.
Random choice by AGO, though, if I'm honest. They have a player outside long, a player in T-spawn. You're walking in with 2 players at B with one just sitting back.
When you know this should be on pistols as well.
You should, they should definitely be on pistols. You just won the first buy round. It's such a weird decision. I mean, they're lucky they didn't take the bomb in, but they've given away an AK for free. And they might be able to get the second one if that nade bounces it back. Although he took a lot of damage for that kill.
Ooh. Ships does get the trade, though. The thing is, Ben, the bomb is literally left right outside. If they push through, Sparrow hasn't even committed to it yet. He's still sitting in T-spawn. Furlan's going to go down. Not only do they have a major advantage in terms of manpower, they would have complete understanding of where this bomb is going to be. And Furlan, he's just risking it. Goes in on his own.
He's taking so much damage in that battle.
That's rough. I mean, yeah, if you would have got the first frag, been able to dip out, potentially not died as quickly, it could have been something else for him. But goes down so fast, takes so much damage, it doesn't work. Sparrow's now left to pick up the pieces that have fallen around him. It's a 1-on-3. He decides to go to the B site. Ships is low. 7 HP, but he has an AWP.
Yeah, if he knew the player was low, or as low as he is, this situation is probably very winnable, considering he's dealing with armor as well.
Because he's just sat
If he goes for this kill,
right
though, I feel like it's quite a smart idea, though, to go out for the kill. Just have a look fully. But he gets killed on CT, though. Ships will probably get the drop on him here.
Oh,
that was so close to doing a no-scope, though.
Yeah, he had the perfect position. It's just actually getting that shot off didn't work out for him, so he will go down. 4-1 scoreline. Windigo win their first round. Very odd. An unorthodox one, to say the least.
It was a weird one. Probably a round out of nowhere, again. You know, one of those... You do see them probably once a game, if I'm honest. It's quite a common thing. Unless you're watching Astralis play, maybe. That they seem to be like one of the teams who do not lose those rounds that are unusual. But that long take comes through, and Windigo have had to give it up. They haven't even used much ESL. They're trying to fade, you know, this sort of take from them as well. And because of that take, Windigo getting, well, I was going to say getting control on the map, but Blocker, I think he pulled out a grenade. So he tried to get tunnel control, and unfortunately does not get it. And that means they're a man down already. And Punisher seems to love that position just behind the mid door there.
Ooh.
Good nade. 33 damage. Unfortunately, Sparrow does not have a flash for PHR here. In fact, nobody on the team has a flash going left, and there's a minute still left. Molly will come through, but nothing to capitalise on it. If there was a player there, he's got out for free. How aggressive does Victor want to be? He's already crouched further forward in this smoke.
He's pushing up close. PHR, oh yeah, he's going to get away. He's going to be able to save himself at least.
He might re-aggress though. Just because of the position he's in. If a flash were to come over, he doesn't know they don't have a flash.
Ooh. Okay.
That's a hell of a shot.
He is crisp then. Naughty gamer.
And Bubble's in such a horrible position now as well. He's going to get crunched on both sides. He'll get probably one kill towards short, but he's going to get crunched in the back any second now.
Yeah, the ramp player should kill him.
Although, the player who was going ramp did not actually go ramp.
This has gone all kinds of wrong. So Bubble goes down, but the timing's still pretty good. Ships is left in a 1v2 now. He has an AWP. 14 seconds on the clock. The bomb will finally go down. Rotates over, switches out, grabs the Kalashnikov. Wants to slay with the AK, but
he's ready for that
misses.
as well.
That's the struggle. I mean, if you hit that first shot, it's a one-on-one. You're versus Sparrow. You know it's the AWP. You could have tried to play it differently instead. He does go down. He'll fought her there, didn't find the first frag, and this has really been a complete role reversal of how these teams perform. 5-1 scoreline on the first matchup. If I would have said that, you would instantly assumed it was Windigo just dominating. Right now, Agoa looking poised, very effective. Smart rounds have been coming out. The only round we saw Windigo win was a messy one.
Yeah, it was a very messy, out of nowhere round. And I think the interesting thing is we've seen now 2 pauses already. And Windigo, I assume this is going to be a Windigo pause just because the money's not great. They might need to talk that over. You've got 2 players who are in double eco right now. So if you're willing to buy into this round, they'll have to go, you know, as they're showing there, Deagle armor, CZ armor, it's not great. But you've got the glass cannon AWP. The question is, what are you going to do with that AWP, right? So you've got many options. You can actually use him towards B aggressively, boost him short. He's actually going for the mid pick, which...
Ooh.
The angle is so hard to pick now as well, because the terrace is so low down on that peak.
Yeah.
That it's really hard to flick down to it. But AGO are just going aggressive towards the short play. And it doesn't like it's working out.
They're running into Victor, the tractor, that is just mowing them all down, one after another. Finds himself a hat-trick already, a fast flurry of frags, leaving it just on Tau and Sparrow, the Polish boys that are trapped by Long, hoping to try and get something going for them. But it's going to be a struggle. They will be able to cross freely. There is someone there watching it. And it's going to be the AWP of Bubble. He actually gets the kill through the smoke as well. That's Sparrow done and dusted. All on Tau. Wants to try and make him wear a smaller size of shoe. But he can't blow off enough toes. Does go for the back shot, though.
No cover or assistance from his team.
And now no spine.
Unfortunately not, no. So that short take, that was Victor's first 3 kills of the game. So what a way to actually have an impact, I suppose.
A
straight
big
to the scoreboard.
Yeah.
But this round is still winnable, though. He's got a Molotov, and if he were to molly exactly where the bomb is, he'll push one player out. The other player will be forced to try and help him there. And Victor is tagged, too. So you can see, I think that is Blocker playing close to the wall here, ready to fight. Doesn't look like he's willing to use the Molotov. And Blocker, he's been phenomenal so far this series.
That first bit of accuracy is ridiculous.
It's always been really, really good for him, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, if he gets an AK, he's absolutely lethal. It's crazy how much damage he can really deal out with the weapon.
And we haven't seen who put the spray down.
Still.
Imagine if we just flicked onto blocker then and he just put it straight on the floor.
Straight down.
But Windigo again, they win a round, which arguably out of nowhere again. You know, they did take the pause, and it has worked for them. You know, they boost too short, and they have the mid-orb peak. Question is, will they be able to follow that up with more rounds? Because right now, AGO have invested into this too. It's CZ armor, and then there's only the one AK. But an AK alone is pretty lethal.
Especially if worded in the correct hands. So Sparrow, a man of accuracy. Very effective at getting opening kills, especially with the AWP, but the AK just as formidable as they do group up. Reaching that minute mark on the clock now. It's been a slower round from a go. They do have a lot of utility left though, so a site take could still be in order.
Mid B take will be coming in here. First time we're seeing it this game so far. And it does look like the ships will be swarmed here.
Yeah, the
face into all of them, and it's always a horrible situation to be in when you do that. And that B site's already gone. And the retake is being thought about, but honestly, 4 players on that B site, it's not really worth it.
No.
You might as well save and get a buy-in next round, because the money's horrible. Feels like they're thinking about it though. Furlan's got such a good position out here. Gets the dink, but didn't land a single shot after that though. This is some false confidence being given right now to Windigo. They're going for the retake.
Oh, they get in. Punisher's been able to actually slide his way in.
But I can't see him getting any more. Suddenly, though, it's a 1v2.
It's all on Sparrow then. A 1 versus 2
Punisher's
here.
got the kit as well.
Gets the frag on Victor. He has to get the follow-up. He's just going to hold it. Oh, it's so close. But a go-do when it's Sparrow. Makes the smart play. The extension round as he will get that kill. That could have been awful, but at least he does keep it as a round for a go. 6-2. Windigo. The money is gone once again. They've pretty much lost it. Just down to pistols. A double scout, though. They're going to be pumping the cash into it. They want to try and force up and obviously work this round in if they can.
Yeah, very weird. I mean, I was surprised a player got through window then and actually made it potentially possible. So Grubby will know that there is a scout towards B. He's still just advancing. He doesn't care about that scout. Should be a free kill. Question is, will he be able to get anything else? There are 2 players out there. Molotov, the player will probably run through that. There's 2 players here. Everybody else is rushing along there. So as long as Grubby stays alive, he doesn't stay alive.
No, he goes down. Grubby slain by ships there with the Deagle. So it is a free-on-free. Bubble, yeah. Going to be able to wield that scout that he found off the slain opposition against them. And that is now a 3-on-3. The nade from Punisher could actually be beautiful. He could punish the Polish here if he lands it perfectly.
Decent nade.
Does bring down a fair bit of health off Furlan. They counter one of their own, but it only takes a sliver of health off him. Tower player with a support there on ramp bend. They're just waiting for this push.
That was quite slow reaction there from Toro.
Little game of peekaboo. Taps coming through, Furlan, as the jumping headshot comes up. He's just being toyed with, but he is still going to find the kills with the Glock. Gets the first man down, Punisher will fall, and it's all up to Bubble.
I was going to say, he's used the Molotov there for ramp instead of, like, the bomb was not planted for him.
Could have just mollied it.
If he'd mollied the bomb, even if he dies, the round is won. Like, as far as he knows, they might have a kit. Very bold decision there from PHR, but I suppose they win the round, so it doesn't really matter too much. 7-2. It's completely different to last game.
Yeah.
I think that's purely because AGO started on that T side and started strong. If it was CT, I reckon they might have crumbled under it.
Oh, hello.
That's an interesting bit of aggression.
It's already kicked off, and they've actually pushed a lot of the crevices here. They're just sliding into everything, Ben. Blocker with a USP.
There's a lot of dinks going across the board here.
Yeah, they're dealing damage out with these little USPs right now. Finding frags, switched out to the SMGs. I mean, it's a 3-on-3. If they do fight Grubby, though, he's in a good angle. He can just hold this and tap with the AK.
He is low enough. Oh. They got 1 hit off with the Max-10. Unfortunately, not enough, but they must be thinking, where will he actually be playing here? Because he's pretty much had the entire map to run around.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Punisher, though. 2 players have gone through long. Grubby will probably spot him down mid. if the timing goes against him here. Awkward battle to take. He did actually hit him then. 7 damage. Not great.
Tagged him up ever so slightly.
Not great. Grubby took damage from everyone on the bloody server and lived to tell the tale.
My goodness. 8-2 being the scoreline here. The reinvestment finally comes through. Windigo have money once more. Bubble going to don the glass cannon AWP, the rest of them with the rifles. They need to run rampant with this round as well. This has to be a big confidence maker. They have to prove a point here, Ben. I want to see an exclamation mark come out from Windigo.
So the smoke close though from Bubble. And he's done the jump as well.
Oh, this
that
could be
front
beautiful.
side of Xbox jump. Didn't go further for it though. Thankfully, because if he did, Rory might have caught him out. Poor flashbang though, unfortunately. Bubble not blinded by it at all. Got the kill and pulled back.
Cheeky stuff though. Gets that first pick. Good advance. Is able to fall back from it. That's an opening pick for Windigo. They just need to actually play the trade game now and build from this. In terms of long control, setting up quite heavy. You've got 3 players stationed outside, waiting with the bomb. First contact would be Furlan, but Victor's hiding, just waiting by blue.
This is a big long take. They're committing to fight it though. Victor's got a really good position, but he doesn't get anything off it. He gets a dink, but that's about it.
Yeah, he brought him down quite a lot, leaving him with 7 HP. But Punisher's been spotted as well. They know he's there. They're just bombarding with nades, hoping that it'll break him. But he's able to stay alive until he gets contact from PHR. The rifle will run him over. Bubble goes for the peek out, but the smoke shrouds his vision and makes it hard for him to get any info about what's going on. There's 50 seconds on the clock, Ben, as the push comes out.
Position. On Mirage, he was backstabbing a lot. Can he do even more on this map? Because it's all about the timing here. If he's able to get around the doors just as they're about to move up and a player is not watching it, he's going to have free reign on them. But even better if he gets a player that's doing the smoke. Ooh. He can tell his team they are 100% going up long here. They've done the smokes, and the timing is going to go in his favour. He gets that first kill, he doesn't need to do anything else. He doesn't need to, but he's actually going to peek anyway.
They just didn't even react. Ship's allowed to get the follow-up frag on Furlan because of the pop flash. PHR is so low. I mean, fair play. He makes that round work. Overconfidence, but still it paid off, and they actually do find success. That gives them a 3rd round in the buffer. It's still not enough. It's nowhere near enough, and they do have to keep fighting tooth for now to actually bring this back, but it's looking better. There we go. We heard it. We heard the spray go down. It was someone close to blocker. It was whoever's on his left.
So I think
Punisher. I think it might have been Punisher.
Punisher is the suspect.
Punisher could be the graffiti artist.
Known as Banksy.
Yeah.
Oh, Bubble's in such an awkward angle. Oh, does get the front kill and he's able to drop. He actually gets out as well.
I thought that was going to be the double. It actually looked like it almost could have been a lineup. Oh, Grubby grabs the AWP. They missed the all-important short. Grubby could go in a reign of terror right now. They push back through, but he was blind. Flashbang ruins him. Ships as well ruins him. And it does fall down to a 4 versus 3.
So Punisher, the only player towards the A site with Victor and Pet. But AG are slowing down like this round. They've slowed it down completely. Because they need to rethink their strategy here. They're already a dead man down. Question is, which side do they want to go to? It looks like it's more towards A. Via short by looks things, but if they go through mid to B, they've got that AWP to battle. And that's always a difficult task. It does look like they're going to clear out the close mid B. Smoke comes through. But Ships loses the battle!
Yeah.
Wow. Both supposed to come through, and it's just Blocker left on this side. He's been phenomenal with the AK. Question is, can he be even better now?
Can he slay them as they push in? It's his domain, and that is where he's going to be put to rest. Goes down. Sparrow speedily lops his head off and leaves it into a 2 versus 3 scenario. The retake for Windigo. The odds are very much stacked against them. They're going to try their luck again. Punisher pushes through first. They have one flashbang between them. He isn't going to use it. They're just holding. They go dry into the site. Victor dies, Punisher dies, and they all die. That is going to be a go of another round. 9-3. They're just ripping their way through them. They look so much better here. Their T-side's been very, very effective. Dust2, it's surely got to go their way. It's seeming like they're showing no signs of slowing down here, at least in the first half anyway.
The curious bit is there's another pause here. So I imagine that's Windigo's potentially 3rd pause. That's crazy. I've never seen that many pauses used in this like short space of time, technically.
Yeah.
Like, that's so rare. But on the other hand of it, I'm thinking, good on them for actually using them. Because some teams just take defeat and just don't do anything.
They just don't bother.
But it is an awkward situation. You can see 3 players there on less than 2,000. Punisher himself on 2,000 as well. So that's 4 players who cannot buy next round unless you really want to have a poor buy. So in theory, they need to force, but Bubble should save, in my eyes, because he is the AWPer. So if you have him save, the others buy, it might be a decent situation, but it looks like they're just committing, or they might just rush mid. Sparrow needs to land all the shots. He started off by missing there, and he's given up. He's not even shot another bullet. This is so weird.
Ooh. Okay. Well, they've gone for the Windigo train up mid, and they have been able to actually get a fair bit of success from it with the first frag going their way as they kill PHR. They've got an AK. Punisher could actually build from this majorly, especially when Taul steps into the Molotov Ben. He's taken so much damage, just 27 HP, and Punisher grabs the AWP.
Furlan's position is huge. He gets the kill on him crossing.
Oh, he spots him, Ben.
Attack!
Not quite the frag.
I was going to say, Furlan is fearless, but I mean, consider that was a $0 investment round from Windigo. They took 3 guns. I expected less.
If that first shot would have killed Taul rather than been the wallbang as well, that would have been an easy kill on Grubby. That round could have been a 1v1 to actually win it. At that point, I mean, Taul was on what, like 30 HP?
Yeah, I think it was 27 or something, which, you know, it's winnable. But it's such an awkward position, like, because do you actually try and win it with no kit when the bomb was probably planted and you're about 15 seconds away from the site too? Or do you just save the AWP just to guarantee?
To just accept it.
Just know that you've done a lot of economical damage to them. But Windigo have got a huge gap in the middle of their playing field right here. Nobody playing mid or mid to B. But thankfully, Bubble does check it as they were battling them. But that gets traded off by Punisher, getting killed by Sparrow there as well. A lot of damage on the board towards AGO. And that's a shot he needs to land. Yeah. That A site's free.
It's a little bit awkward for him, so they will go down. So Ships, Victor and Blocker, the 3 remaining CTs, the Musketeers, can they run havoc? Start to overpower. Let's see as they get back into it. Ships with the first, the UMP's down his opponent and looks for a second. Pre-fire around the angle, finds the kill. Straight in, but decimated. A double kill for PHR there in quick succession. It's all up to Victor now to try and show the victory that he does have within him. Tries to push up Ben, but he's just caught, struggles. Time was ticking away, and there was no real chance for him. Goes down. That is an 11th round picked up. Is this going to be a 12-3 half? It looks like there's a lot of potential in that being the way this goes.
Yeah, AGO, while they haven't looked that much better, it's been enough so far. Because Windigo haven't been able to get a footing into this game at all. Like, CT economy is brutal. Everybody knows that, but the rounds they have won were rounds they probably shouldn't have won anyway. There was that round when they took the Eagles, which they shouldn't have won. And now they've just been contacted into B on a buy round, and it's worked out perfectly for AGO.
Just walked straight in there,
that should be 12-3. Like, there's no kit in play here.
There's nothing.
CZ and a Deagle. It's done. 12-3. A one-sided half once more, but this time in favour of AGO. It is a complete contrast to Mirage. But considering that previous matchup on Dust2, it was 16-7 to AGO in that one. That was just a month ago.
Yeah.
So the scoreline is not too surprising.
No, it's true. I mean, more on the lines of what we've seen, obviously, from prior matchups, staying pretty close to the benchmarks. And now we just look at the pistol round, the follow-up from this. If AGO can actually go 4 for 4 and win every pistol round over the 2 maps we've seen, it would project them pretty highly with a chance of just taking this and splitting the series 1-1. That'd be 3 points each. It's not the worst. It isn't the best. Yeah. But it's still a better situation than them actually losing it.
You're on the board, at least, aren't you? That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, at least you've got the 3 points from that. But the weird thing is, Windigo, this is actually one of their better maps, funnily enough. So they've got an 81.8% win rate on this map, winning 9 of the 11 matchups. Again, we mentioned like that, you know, the skill level of the opposition, probably lower on average, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, that's still...
It's still a lot of wins.
You can't fault it, right? They have to beat whoever's in front of them anyway. So it's quite unusual to see them not looking too comfortable, I guess, on that CT side. Like, so their eco round looked better than their buy rounds, weirdly. Which isn't a thing that should happen.
It's not normal. It's, yeah, it would be a bit of an abnormality if that's the way you'd actually have more of a chance of winning rounds.
So AGO have gone again for the no kit purchase, and they've gone 3B with 1 player mid, and it looks like it's going to be a B take of some kind here.
this could pay off for them, Ben, as the
Straight
push comes
into
through.
the battling.
Yeah, Victor straight in with the Glock, tries to open up on the first, looks for the second, cracking skulls all over the gaff. Tao is able to find one before Punisher comes back through and drops him down, and it's all gone wrong. It is just Furlan left. Now, he might have a lot of fight left in him, but this is going to be an awkward task. A 1-on-4. It'd be lunacy if he can somehow start to make this work in his favor, but he just peeks up and tries to find the early opener.
I mean, considering the situation there, there's a B rush, essentially. And you've got 3 players facing tunnel, you've not got a single kill on the way in. Like that, it's just not good enough, really. But that does mean that Windigo get their first pistol of the series. So, swings and roundabouts, really, I suppose. 12-4, though. 12-3 is considered to be that scoreline where a comeback is possible, though.
Yeah.
Is the scary bit for AGO. And on T-side Dust2, you can start running through people. If doesn't keep that 100 Kevlar, he might as well try and fight them now. Decides to live with the Kevlar. Can probably get a D or a CZ here, depending on what his team are thinking of doing. He's debating quite heavily. He gets the Deagle. So a Scout, 2 CZs, Deagle, Sparrow keeps his money, and Furlan's already been tagged across the door.
Already been tagged quite heavily.
But that's traded off.
Yeah, that's a bit of a better than a tag when you do find the frag on bubble.
And that's a lot of damage across the board.
If he actually got that kill, that could have been mental.
And Sparrow, even if he peeks towards long here, he's got a quite high chance of getting the kill on anybody that peeks. Look how deep Victor is holding outside of tunnels on the radar. That's dedicated to the cause of the anti-eco. Nobody will get through tunnels unless I see them.
Well, 3-on-4. Blockers are 1 HP, Punisher down to 14. Victor's just holding for the rotate from B. So Ships is the only healthy player that's actually supporting the 2 lower players towards long. They haven't picked up the bomb either. They've just left it for the meantime as they lie in wait. We hit the minute mark here, Ben. They need to decide where they're actually going to go.
Oh, they're thinking it's a fake. I mean, they're banking on it being a fake, which it actually looks like it's going to be. And honestly, this could be a crazy situation, because I don't think they thought it would be a fake. I think they thought...
We'll go for the save.
Yeah, we'll go for the save. We'll keep these guns to the next. And instead, Sparrow's going to be the one to look for info here.
Oh, he knows.
And one of these players is 14 HP.
This could be perfect.
This timing... He's up the back of plat with the Scout as well. If he peeks up, it's a free hit. That's one more hit. 3 players are so low.
They kill the first. The Sparrow goes down. There's the second gone as well. The Deagle of Furlan. It's all up to him. He needs to get one shot on each and every one of them to crack his way through them. It'd be cheeky if he could carry this on. Tries to slip out. Doesn't realize there's an extra man on the site, though. Oh. That'll be Ships, the sideline. Didn't expect him.
I've got to be thinking that Sparrow gets at least one of those players running in. They were all so low.
Yeah.
Such an unfortunate round, technically, for AGO. I mean, they made the correct call by having 3B. And it was all, everything was aligning. But unfortunately, they're not able to make it happen. You gotta be thinking that if Furlan had maybe a P250 or a CZ, he probably wins the round. Just by, you know, the movement
just being able to
capability.
spam, yeah, just literally just go for a fast push and just hope. So many more options.
Free round, and there's a player in that smoke at mid, funnily enough. A bubble. Getting some kills with an MP5.
That's what you want to see. It's coming through.
That has been picked up by Toro as well. It always amuses me, that reload, when you pull it out, you give it a slap.
A little slap, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, there you go. He's been victored.
Looks like he's been tased. The way his model drops.
Slumps. Oh.
And so the first buy round of this half comes through. Quite unusual to see AGO. They have 2 players who use Silence and Full.
Yeah, it's true. Grubby and Tao both rare. Picking it up.
So Windigo. Hopefully going to pick up the first Baron to get a chance of coming back in this game. And they have got decent money too, so even if they lose this round, they can probably force into the next. Regardless of the outcome. But there is a bit of aggression on Ace short here from AGO as well. And they can quite clearly see that mid looks quite empty. But the long take will be coming through, and Sparrow, he does have an AWP towards long, but if he gets flashed off, he's got nobody to support him. Like, if they were to chase him around the corner, he probably falls here. Gets the first kill. But they didn't chase him around the corner either. They thought there would be some kind of support there, because usually there would be. But instead, he's got the free kill and not been punished for it at all.
Okay, well there's the counter boost. Gaspero back up on that site. He expected them to try and go for this faster play towards the A side, but they're keeping it slow. They have actually fallen back, but they re-aggress. Bomb's going to stay true to this.
Such a slow round though. So they lost that first player, and obviously that does set you back a bit. But because of that though, it's such a slow, timid round that Punisher needs to get these lurk kills when he can. And hopefully for Windigo, Sparrow does not get any more impact with his AWP on this site. Because otherwise this round will be going very sour very quickly. And Punisher didn't even get the lurk kills either.
Ooh. Furlan overpowers Victor. The headshot though.
He did get a chance there, didn't he? They gave him an opportunity to potentially win all the firefights. But honestly, because after that first kill at long and they didn't chase him down, I felt like that round was always going to be going AGO's favour. And I did say that even if they did lose that round, Windigo could still buy. It's not a great buy, but they've at least got, you know, AKs on most players. They've got okay grenades on some of them. But look how quick this aggression is from Victor. And they're straight out long as well. This is a really, really nice split from them. They're going to catch some players not looking.
Well, flashbang over. Victor with the first. There's going to be the trade though as he stands in the fire. Sent off to the Burns wall. They have got the site control now. They can get that bomb planted. Punisher upgrades to the M4. And the push has to come back through. The retake needs to be on point. Furlan going to run straight over towards Elevator. They've got the push on short as well as the timing is critical. Flashbang goes out, swings wide, tries to get the first kill on the ramp player, does trade it. And now it's just down to a 3-on-3, Ben.
Yeah, only the one kit in play. A single flash and Molotov. However, AGO, there's only about 15 seconds left in this bomb. They've got to save. There's no chance. They can pull the guns off them as they try and exit, but this round is going the way of Windigo. Blocker will probably fall to that bomb explosion here. Actually, no, he's got win.
No, he's fine. He's made it to pit.
There was enough time. Wow, so they do win that round with 2 alive still, despite... You can see Toa's trying to run up to get more kills.
Yeah.
It's just such a weird one, because Victor got that kill on Grubby, and I imagine he just took the fight in the flames, right? You don't expect a player to sit and fire and fight you. Fine. But after that, the site was basically just given. That whole site was gone. There was nobody else on short, nothing. Good response considering they lost that first buy round. But the question is, will they be able to convert this one? Because if they convert this one, it's game on.
A minute and 34 on the clock here as they slowly start to spread themselves out. Windigo looking like once again it's going to be a play towards short, see if they can get the early damage done towards the A site. Blocker goes in first. He's been crisp as ever. He does have the AK, so definitely potential for an opener.
For sure. I mean, I think all of it relies on the AWP. Because Grubby's got a really good position at long. He can get very early info if they're coming towards that side of the map. Whereas Spirit, he needs to get an impact. And that player dropping into the smoke, that to me just instantly tells it's a B split. And unfortunately Furlan drops with the gun there too. You still got 2 players alive in B, which is a good sign. And Grubby did push long as well. He's got a kill.
Ooh.
Didn't need to go for that extra kill, but Blocker, he got 2 kills in that round without them being killed by Spirit. It was a very weird round, if I'm honest, in terms of like, I don't really know how the B players managed to get killed in that instance without getting a single kill back. It was quite unusual.
Yeah.
But like I said, with winning that round though, it's game on. Because AGO, they've got no buy here. They've got a terrible buy next round if they go for it. And after that, if Windigo convert both of those rounds, it's 13-10.
Oh, Tao got tagged as well. 46 already. They go for the aggression outside long. They actually do struggle a little bit. Luckily enough, Ships is there to mop up the mess and tidy up what happened, leaving them back into an advantage. So they actually should get themselves a 9th round. They're looking good to keep building and start mounting this comeback. They're getting close, but it just needs to be flawless every round.
PHR did get spotted going up short there. You see the player tagging towards that way. Should just be a matter of time in this round. Let's put it to 13-9, unless PHR does land some miracle shots at the crossover if he does peek here. Does not, but looks things, he'll just be taking the fight on the staircase if they do push towards him. So that should be 13-9. So Windigo was 12-3 at the half. So since then, 6-1. It's not too bad. I mean, if they can get more rounds going, keep forcing that CT economy into a poor situation, they might be able to pull it back.
Well, this round's as good as done. PHR, he'll go up, try and see what actually is occurring on the site, see if he can get anything for his luck. As he does spam down a few bullets, try and tag up the opposition, but it's just a matter of time until this round is over. Actually keeps him pretty close to the site though, toys with him a little bit, but they get through it, they'll be okay. They're away from the bomb blast as well, so that one isn't going to graze them. 9 rounds for Windigo. They still need a whole lot more, and a go finally have some cash to splash. No AWP, 5 rifles, and a sprinkling of utility, Ben.
Yeah, it's not a fantastic buy by any means, but it is a buy nonetheless. And as you mentioned, no AWP. It does mean that Sparrow is forced into this rifle role, which he can still be pretty useful in that role, but you got to say you prefer him on an AWP. And it does look like short is going to be given up. They did take long that round. But they have heard them towards short in that instance. So Furlan, he's already playing that mid-rotate anyway. But the flash has come through and it's a fast take. There's plenty of players there, but they're not able to get anything done.
Oh, the kills are coming through. The response from Grubby is just 1 frag before he's taken down, beheaded by Victor.
Look at Ships' lurk at mid as well. He should be able to stop anybody going Xbox to short. He does get the one, but he does get taken out though. It's 3v2. Victor's low. This is still winnable.
It very well could be. Sparrow and Towel then need to play flawless CS from this point. Towel kicks it off nicely, takes down Victor. Going to make him a loser in that situation, but Bubble fires back, kills Sparrow. A go and not getting this round. He is going to be forced to save it. Tries to scurry away. Grabs the AK, a little bit of utility, and then will fall back. It's going to be a 10th round for Windigo. There's only 3 rounds now. Disparity between these two teams. They are getting so close, Ben.
Yeah, the comeback truly was on. As soon as they won those last 2 rounds, the money on the CT side is very fragile. It can be defeated very quickly. And as shown right here, the CT economy is still not great. He saved an AK, but they can't buy alongside him. It'll be a horrible buy. We're looking at 13-11 here before they get another buy-in. And a pause does come in. I imagine that's AGO's first one of the game. Which means they do have quite a few more, so if this game starts getting even closer than it already is, we can see further pauses from them. And for me, it's got to be wondering, you know, what can we do differently right now? Because the rounds are going through and we're just losing them at about the minute mark in the round. Whether it's through picks or just the rotations, they're catching us out. So it's a matter of maybe taking initiative, trying to force the issue, perhaps. Because right now, Windigo have been completely controlling the game, really. Tempo-wise, this second half, it's been all them.
Yeah, it's been definitely back in their favour. A go, 1 rifle is all they have. Literally just the saved AK on Towel. Furlan already dinked down, brought down to 66 with the first contacts found, and it is a heavy burst. All 5 players going towards long. The only one that's lurking is Victor, holding by the car outside.
Yeah, they did invest 2 grenades into that round at AGO, and they did decent damage, from honest. Like, Punisher down to 43, Ships down to 61. It's not actually too bad. And look at the info they got on the map, though. PHR is in tunnels. So right now, they just can basically guarantee, unless he dies, it's going to be an A play. So Toro, he can do anything with his AK right now. He can probably... Hopefully, he doesn't get smoked off. Otherwise, he might be able to have a field day. Gets that Molotov off, and he's committing through the smoke.
Oh, he's going to burst straight out.
Bizarre.
First bullet did land in between the eyes of Blocker, takes him down. There is a response from Bubble though, and the T's are hitting them hard. They're already up ramp, they're round, they've wrapped into Goose. Bubble with a further frag takes down Furlan from a distance. Grubby struggles to try and overpower the opposition, and he's going to be punished for it. This should very well be an 11th round foul for Windigo. They're just racking them up. They're showing no signs of slowing down, Ben. They've hit critical mass.
Yeah, as you said, 11th round for Windigo. And this will be, after this round, it should be an AGO buy. And you've got to be thinking, if they don't win this next buy round, Windigo could potentially just take this. Because one round, if AGO win a round and then lose the next, it's complete reset. The money is horrible. And PHR's got to be thinking he needs to try and get this AWP kill. So the AWP was tagged. Ship's 8 HP, but he is watching this door. Ever so present. The closer this bomb gets to ticking, the more likely chances he pushes out. But as like Victor's boosted himself onto the dumpster, I think if PHR pushes out here, he doesn't expect somebody on the dumpster at all. Especially with that smoke. Nobody's coming out. He'll keep his Kevlar. 13 to 11. They've got money to spend.
Double AWP.
Yeah, that's the usual call. That's the usual, we're not sure what to do.
Yeah, we've got to switch something up.
Something different needs to be done. We'll go double AWP. The thing is, like, Windigo have not gone B very often at all this game. So that other AWP shouldn't be put on that side of the map as far as I'm concerned, unless you just want to leave him there and guarantee if they go towards B, he'll be able to catch them off with that. But one AWP is towards short. Sparrow, he's not had much impact with the second half. Hopefully he'll be able to get something done there. He does get the kill, but gets traded instantly. That's a really good trade from him.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Victor just tapping down with the AK. Blissful as he finds that frag, and they are left in the 4v4. It's an equal situation, but the T's will be favoured, as there's about 1 minute and 20 still left on the clock. Tons of time to play with.
Yeah, plenty of time, as you mentioned. And a lot of grenades still. CT side, nothing really to play with. They've got no smokes, they've got a single Molotov. And the middle of the map is free reigns right now. If Windigo were to smoke mid to B, there'd be a lot of concern on the A side of the map because they'd be wondering, is it going to be taken? But Furlan's the point of contact here. If they want a chance of winning this round, I think he needs to get 2. But the double Molotov forces him out of position. He doesn't get a single kill. Does a bit of damage. But Grubby now, he's stuck in. Victor can Molotov the site if he needs to. And he doesn't need to. Ships gets the kill, and 2v4 shouldn't really be possible, but they have got a kill on the cross.
Yeah, Punisher goes down. It is only Taul and PHR remain. They've struggled so much. This A site has been the bane of their existence, especially when it comes to retaking it. They just can't get it going in their favour, and they're going to try once again, but Victor still comes out on top. Just brutally tackles his opponent. So easy for him as he finds that first kill. Taul realizes that the ship has sailed, and there is no reason to still go for this. Just get out of there. Call it quits. That is going to be a 12th round. They will be 1 away from tying it up, 13-13. I mean, the thing is, they've already had an overtime game today versus Sprout, and it's looking like this could happen again versus Windigo. Ooh, Taul, however, punishing with the AWP Ben. Little bit of a finesse coming through.
It's all good to have some finesse, but it's not counting rounds, though, is it? He needs rounds right now, not just AWP exit frags. And again, the money, it's not great. They're having to force half into it. You can see PHR's got pistol armor, some grenades along with it. And AGO, they just don't know where to find a round right now. Like, the AWP being saved is all well and good, but it needs to have a major impact on the map just for them to have a chance. And that same shot we saw earlier, with one player going towards short from Windigo and the 4 others out long, is coming through. They do get the kill on the short player. It's different this time. Potentially, you start something new right here for Windigo, or AGO rather.
Yeah, this could be the reset they needed. The trades are definitely coming through. Right now, both of them left in a position to try and succeed. It is a 3-on-4, a go. They have all the set pieces they need. Nice flash going out. His teammate can now try and go for a faster play. Furlan straight in, but sidelined. Luckily enough, Taul hits one shot on Ships, and Grubby gets himself the double kill. They finally get around when they can deny Windigo, equalizing the scoreline. They put themselves on 14. But can they carry on from this? That was a better round. Do they still have more up their sleeves?
So I believe that's the other stats available right there. So you got 3 players of Windigo apparently with 0 utility damage.
Taul's hit 1 point of damage of an 8.
That's in the second half. Because you can see, there's a DSA system in it, so it resets the scores. That's still kind of crazy to me to have 0 damage on 4 players technically on the server.
Well, here's the difference. Look at the amount of flashbangs that have actually been landed by Windigo versus the amount of flashes that have been landed by Go.
Yeah. It's worth noting that round that they just won, purely because Grubby got 4 kills.
Yeah.
He got the kill on short, and then the AK from short somehow had big impact.
Well, that's what we've been seeing, though. It's only when one person pops off. If someone doesn't have a huge round...
Ooh, this boost.
They don't win it.
It's interesting.
Who's on
Boosting
top
to see over the mid smoke.
Oh.
They got down. Don't normally see that.
Bit different.
But Windigo did use their last tactical pause of the game. Right there. Desperate times.
Call for desperate measures, Ben. But what will they actually be bringing to the table? What is going to be the change of pace? As they realise they need to switch things up now. And the aggression towards short, it's been working for them in the past, but is it going to work again? As this round they hold...
There's 3 on there.
It all depends on who finds the early entry. Victor gets the opener, but the spray down. Only finds 1. It could have been the double kill, but it doesn't matter. The trades have come back through. It's into the 3-on-3 now. The A site is completely open apart from Grubby. He is the only one defending it, and everyone is coming his way.
The thing is, if he sees an enemy, it's going to be a good 20 seconds before a teammate gets to him. Especially now. They've walked up the whole way. Until the smokes go down, he needs to peek. And he doesn't get a single thing from it.
No, his head's been ripped clean off, Ben. Left lifeless as he slumps down. It is only Taul and PHR that remain.
He saw the cross. Unfortunately, though, I don't see anything happening from this. It's got to be a save for me. Like, Tuau can drop... He's got 5k. He can drop 2, potentially. If he really wants to, he could drop 2 M4s next round. PHR, on the other hand, he can drop a UMP, I suppose, if he wants to get utility himself. But that's going to put the score, it's 14-13 in favour of AGO. And as I mentioned, even if they got a round back and they lose the next one, the money reset on the loss bonus comes into effect quite heavily. So in the previous round, they were getting 3,400 for losing rounds. They're only going to get 1,400 for losing this one. It's a massive difference. So the question is, what are they going to do in terms of reacting to it? Because as soon as Grubby got those 2 kills on short, I can't help but feel like you rotate someone over towards A, or at least towards, CT or something. Instead, they just left him alone on an island, essentially.
High and dry.
Very unusual. So what are the comparisons from that previous game they played? Ships was 9 for 20 when Windigo lost 16-7. He's currently got 27 kills this game.
Yeah, Ships has had a pretty good day. He has been a
played really well
standout
last
player.
game. I think he's got, what, over 50 kills now for the 2 maps combined?
Yeah.
Solid performances.
That is good. It's definitely nice to see. Windigo, if they carry on like this, they can definitely bring it back. I mean, this is the round that would equalise the whole thing. Then there'd be no real economy left for a go. It'd start to be a knock-on effect. They could struggle. I mean, this could be a match point for them if they win this. This round is really huge, and they're already down a man. They've lost Furlan. He has been eliminated. But the close angle here, this could mean everything. Grubby, it relies on him. How is he going to opt to play this? 1 minute and 13 on the clock. He gets up close and personal, sits waiting for the smoke to dissipate. If he walks through, the angle is being held by an AK, and he will surely be punished.
This is the wrong M4 to have in this situation. 20 bullets to work with. 5 players to deal with.
Especially if he keeps quick switching.
The flash will come through the door. There's too many flashes. He can't do anything. He'll get the first kill, but that should be it, really. Yeah, you can never see a situation there where it works out beautifully unless they line up.
Yeah.
PHR, though, he seems very willing to take this battle. There's 35 seconds left. And I'm confused about the positions on the map considering what is happening currently at the other side of the map. They did see his shadow at crossover, and that's a big kill from Sparrow, though.
Oh, straight in. A little bit awkward as they both elevate up into the air, trying to stay alive. You can see the panic. They're both just confused and lost, Ben, but they're going to find the frag anyway. Ships will be able to overpower Sparrow. The jump face coming out from PHR.
He's hitting him.
He's tagging him down to 4 HP as he somehow clutches onto his life. Finally leaves this place as he will be slain. Victor just hiding behind the car, gets one, but the flick comes out from Taul. That'll be the defuse. A 15th round finally achieved, and it will be by a go. The team that was in the lead for the majority of the game. Windigo has been having a tremendous comeback, but maybe that is the straw that breaks Windigo's back.
The money's not even fantastic at Windigo's side either. I mean, they've run out of pauses now. They have to think about this buy very, very quickly now. And it's going to be a pretty fragile buy. You know, no AWP involved. Bubbles forced to an AK, not many grenades. And long has been a point of success for them so far this half. And they're going straight back to it. Grubby is here to battle. And he's landed a Molotov in the doors there.
That's rough.
But unfortunately, he's not any backup. He's trying to pull back, but he's forced to fight. The 1-for-1 is perfect, but Blocker so quick on the push towards short. Gets that first kill. 4v3. They've got complete control of the site. Everybody's pretty healthy as well.
They're saving.
They're saving for the last one. Pretty good call, to be honest.
Yeah.
They've got 2 AWPs there.
Blocker has literally just blocked them from winning.
At that round, yes.
Yeah, he said no. And they've gone, oh, all right then. So they are going to have to save. I mean, that's going to be a 14-15 scoreline. 1 round is all it'll take for Windigo to try and push this into overtime. It's plausible. It definitely could happen at this rate.
And they're actually hunting as well. The money's not fantastic. I mean, the only player who shouldn't really be hunting here is well, the player who should be hunting rather is Ships, because he can guarantee a buy.
Oh no,
that's not a good shot to miss.
That's disgusting. The fact he's gone down there could just be pure filth in the way this game could go on.
PHR here needs to make sure he plays the baseline correctly. He does. Gets that first one. And Blocker. Oh, that timing. Sparrow's looking the other way. Sparrow will live. But look at the buy on Windigo. You know, even though they've won that round, they've lost a lot of grenades possibly from that.
I mean, the thing is, at least the Go's economy was worse, so they still come off worse for wear. But both teams are going to be struggling going into this. They do.
That's AGO's pause coming in there.
Yeah, they're able to actually get a pretty efficient buyout there, so they will be able to get the AKs back in play. This should mean overtime.
And another crown in T-Spawn.
Who is it? Is it Bubble or is it Punisher?
Not sure. There's multiple in T-Spawn apparently.
It's hard to know.
Maybe they spray whenever they win a round.
Maybe. Little crown. Treat yourself. Have a crown.
Not a very efficient way of spending your sprays.
No, not really. Well, it's like a system, you know. If you reward yourself, it's
like
the positive. Yeah, the positive reinforcement. So it's like every time you get a kill, have a slice of ham. Then you'll play better.
Every time you die, 10 press-ups.
Yeah. Every time you get a 5k, whole packet of ham.
Whole packet of ham.
Yeah, eat the entire ham.
And then when you drop a 30 bomb,
you've got
entire chicken.
Whole chicken leg, please.
No, entire chicken.
Just the entire little chicken.
No, not a little chicken.
Sparrow.
It's a huge first kill for them. They needed that AWP to be a big impact player in this one. The fact that Grubby's still playing here is pretty nuts. That's good damage though.
He has softened them up a bit.
And the Molotov comes in. That should delay them. They're committing through it.
Oh, Ben, this could be
They've
a
got all the
barbecue.
kills.
They're going to be tagged, but they sprint straight into the site. They're so low. The MP9 could be the perfect weapon for this situation, but Taul bouncing around like a lunatic. He didn't know where to focus or where to try and gaze his attention towards. He goes down. It's all on PHR. A 1-on-3. He's
going to have to go long with the scout. Thankfully for him, the 2 players on site are 1 shot with the scout. The player on short is 100 HP, but he needs to move quick. There's no kit. Misses the shot as well. If he landed that, different situation. Victor's picked up the AWP as well. Bogdan's low. Throws the flash away. It looks like we're going into overtime here. There's no kit in play either.
Yeah, surely. There we have it. Overtime will be served up. So a go. Not only have they played 2 maps already versus Sprout, on a whole map versus Windigo. One of the matchups they played versus Sprout was an overtime game that went to double overtime. They're now going to overtime versus Windigo, and then still have to play a 3rd map versus Sprout after this. They're going to be tired, Ben. They're going to be tucked into bed.
Even worse if they lose out in overtime now as well.
Oh, that'd be soul-crushing.
I suppose the bonus is they won't come out with this whole, best of 2 setup with 0 points, right? Even if they lose in overtime, they get the 1.
Yeah.
But that's still not a good situation for them to be in, is it?
No, it's awkward. It's also the fact they at least do make they make the lives of Windigo a bit harder, because even if they win, it's 2 points.
But Windigo will be still on cloud 9 though. But they will have taken 5 points from this matchup
from this series.
If they do win this. Really poor situation. It was 12-3 to AGO at one point. Now to overtime. It's complete collapse. Potentially a team that have only got one side of the map, or one side, completed, I suppose.
It's rough stuff. What you see? Obviously, the Go logos. There's like a hawk. What's a Windigo? Is that like a little owl? Looks like a little owl boy.
I don't know. I don't know what angle I'm meant to look at it from.
Yeah, I know.
Like, if you suddenly, if you duck and turn some of them differently.
If you take into consideration that those are its ears and that V shape is its nose, then that would be its eye. And that makes me think of an owl.
But where's the mouth?
Maybe it just doesn't have one.
In that case, I'm not calling it a being. It is not a real thing.
Or maybe that is its mouth, as well as its nose. It's like an anteater.
Not sure.
Because you can get a Wendigo, which is like it's like a weird werewolf-looking animal that I think
that thing's more Karibo from Yu-Gi-Oh than it is anything else. You should remember that.
Yeah. Little fluffy boy.
That annoying little thing. Terrible card.
Little Orby boy.
Yeah, terrible card, but apparently Yu-Gi in the show would use it all the time. It was fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, we're in. We live?
I don't think so.
No, good.
I was going to say that round was mental. Right, so this is using 16k MR3, which is I prefer this method. However, on a map like Dust2, on the T side, this means we might see a lot of auto sniper buys if they win the first round of this half. Yeah,
because that cash you'll have the extra money.
Like, they're not even buying an AWP in this round. Windigo. No. They're committing full 5 rifles. And they're committing towards long as well. Especially the AWP was there.
Bubble's got the AWP, yeah.
He's going to die to the fire.
Bubble's dead.
Yeah. Really well placed nades there.
Oh,
and another one further in. And that fully controls the house. But for some reason, PHL was making a play towards mid.
Yeah.
An unneeded play right there.
Whose house? A Go's house. You're going to lock it down, but everyone repositions. They want to try and storm the gates and flood through mid. And the dam has faltered. Unfortunately, Grubby couldn't keep it locked. Oh, this is awkward for Tau as well. He needs to try and land those shots, but they're getting close. The no-scope will have to come through. How has he even stayed alive for that long?
I'm surprised that's not hit either.
That's awkward. That's the round. I mean, you might as well call it quits on that one. That'll be 16-15 there. Punisher's going to go on the hunt as well. They won't find them, as they have just both completely negated the positions there. And this round will be over before they actually get round. They're playing it safe. That'll be a lot of money for the T's, though. They can't afford to splash the cash now, because Bubble's the only one that's got a rebuy. The rest of them are sitting pretty.
The awkward thing is, as a CT in this instance, you kind of feel bad for not trying to win the round, like in saving. Yeah,
because you're going to have money either way.
Yeah. Like, I understand Spare not going for it, because he normally buys an AWP. But like Furlan, for example, he's got enough money right there to buy the next 2 rounds anyway. So...
You might as well.
Yeah, I mean, better to keep it than to waste, I suppose. So they do reinvest into that second AWP. And look at how many AWPs we've got purchased on Windigo. There's the auto sniper. We got 4 AWPs and an auto sniper.
Nice. Oh, and Blocker's also
another auto sniper. So 2 auto snipers and 3 AWPs. So good luck crossing those doors. You should probably... They haven't even hit a single person.
Oh, they've crossed. They've been sound. They're absolutely fine.
Poor form, really. Now they have to dispose of those weapons.
I don't know. They've got to get rid of them all. They've got to rebuy the AKs. That was weak.
Yeah, it wasn't really good enough. I think they need to go to...
To snipe school.
Yeah. Potentially not aiming at the right bit of the first door there. Or at least not spreading... You know,
spreading the spam out, yeah.
Yeah. If they win this round, though, they can still buy auto snipers next round. Yeah. Which is quite crazy to think about. It's quite unfortunate, though. That means they've spent about $25,000 on snipers, and they've had 0 influence through them.
And Furlan has just had the biggest whiff of his life. Ships has just been able to walk out, flick round, kill him on CT blue. They've now got control towards long as well. They can actually fan out here. They're pretty much as the full rotate. So Sparrow gets a nice kill. The adjustment from Grubby, but the M4 doesn't work out too well in his favour. They are low, but Sparrow is the only one finding the kills, Ben. He's now gone. Burnt to a crisp, and it's left with just 4 players remaining. The 2-on-2. What can they get going for themselves here? The bomb's going to be planted. PHR lurks in the smoke. If he can find this frag on ships, it could be the difference maker. But he slays Towel. There's the counter pick. Punisher left on 44, but he has the AK to slay with, but he goes down. Can't quite muster it up. They save the AWP. They save the round. 16-16. It's close.
Quite unfortunate for AGO. Window can go still buy 3 auto snipers if they want to.
The big old investment.
And you might as well. I mean, Blocker, if you really need to, you can drop him an AK. Like, Punish can drop him an AK.
Well, it's the last round. Spend all that money.
Yeah, you should spend all of it.
Invest every last bit here. And they have. You can see
So
multiple
Ships
AWPs have been bought up.
Bubble's got an AWP. Victor's got an AWP. And I doubt they've not even...
They're not even taking a shot.
They didn't even take a shot then. Are they that confused about how to pass guns around?
Try and get a pick at mid. Yeah, I don't know. That took them so long to actually get weapons.
Maybe that's why they pause when they have a really awkward situation when it comes to buying.
To try and work out who actually
truly actually wonder, okay, you're going to get this gun. Yeah. What about him? Like,
what do I do, boss? What's in there picnic a biscuit?
Yeah, that must be why. So we saw Victor lining up this smoke last time. This is normally the smoke that lands on the box for the mid to B one, so that just to block if there is a player on top of it. He did initially miss it last round. He lands it this time. And the push does work out. 2 for 1 there, and they're going to be flanking in towards this B side. So he's a horrible situation to be in. There's mollies everywhere. He gets a chance to shoot at one player, doesn't land the shot. That's got to be 17-16 in Windigo's favour.
Yeah, this round's basically over. I mean, Furlan and Sparrow might as well try and go for it because it is the last round. It's not going to get you any favours if you just try and save. And they're up close and personal with the double AWP setup.
Just been jumping
find that kill. Takes him down, but the nade is going to blow him straight out of the server. He gets dunked on. Blocker. Looked like it would have been a free headshot, but instead he'll go for the chest shot. Take down Furlan, and they have the advantage. Windigo, 1 extra round to play with there. It's 16-17. They won 2 rounds, Go 1-1. But now we switch sides, and this could be where they close it out. If Windigo are able to go huge here into this one, Ben, possibly they'll win this in overtime. If not, well, we'll be going to a double overtime. That'll be the second double overtime of the day for a Go.
I think the scary bit for AGO is they've only got the 1 round of the 3 available while having 16k. Windigo now have the momentum behind them. They can go onto that CT side feeling confident that they can win this now. It's a complete contrast. And that's not a very good start at all. Furlan just running straight down snipers. This can't be live. Yeah, no. Can't be live. I was going to say, because some of the players had not even bought grenades.
No, yeah. Cool you off guard there.
Yeah, I was just saying, that was ridiculous.
What's going on here? Well, 16-17. A Go. They were the ones leading for the majority of the game, but Windigo now finally have the lead after so many rounds of being on the back foot. Can they try and close this one out? Will they win it here in the first overtime, or is this going to be going to second overtime? We're back in with the action as they now move over to their CT side.
So some of the long aggression there was feigned by AGO, but Bubble's aggression here. I mean, Grubby's not giving him anything anyway. He's playing all the way outside tunnel, but he'll be able to clear the upper part of it completely. So with that knowledge, though, they was move the B player originally to B ramp. And if Bubble peeks this, the timing, Grubby's too focused on quick switching his weapon. Again. Free kill. That's a lot of information on there as well. And it does mean they can send 3 players on that A side for Windigo. It's not looking good for AGO. It's going to look very, very forced from them here.
Ooh, Molotov's going out. The nades to try and slow down the push, but Ship's caught his pants around his ankles, Ben. Fumbling with his nades. They're all going down. Windigo, they have been obliterated into this round. Absolutely destroyed as the push came through. The airburst nade does a little bit of damage towards Sparrow, who now loses his lips as the flick comes up from Blocker, beating him down at Pulp. It's a 2-on-3 retake. He's got support of the Overwatch there on Bubble. He has the AWP, but he misses the initial shot. Luckily, Blocker does damage. Tries to carry it on, but he had a man in front and a man behind. He couldn't take them both down at once, and a Go win that round. It's all wrapped up, 17-17. If they split these final 2 rounds, it will go to double OT. One team has to win both now to close it out.
Windigo, as you mentioned, they caught their pants there. They just had too many grenades in mind. They were just trying to throw everything they had.
Wanted to get every smoke out, the Molotov, the double flash, and it just
unneeded.
Didn't work.
Just shoot them. Like it's very simple. Sometimes you just don't need to be pulling all these grenades out. 17-17. And that boost is cheap. I do like that boost.
Or is that just a little boost over?
It's just to have a look at short from a different side. So normally they expect it right, don't they?
Just peer over the top.
Yeah, but nobody there currently from Windigo. So you can see the very heavy long control from Windigo there, and the Molotov stops that short push from Furlan. And Bubble is there to hold the AWP if they do push further up. But you can see the money on the CT side is not great. If they lose this round, it's going to look really odd. So it does look like they might be going for more of a mid to B here, into a B split. And Bubble, he's already a step ahead here, he's already moving. As soon as the 2 smokes get committed there, the instant thought is they're fully committing. And he's going straight through the smoke.
Ooh.
Doesn't get anything.
Yeah, Grubby was ready for it, luckily enough. And Furlan as well. Attacks blocker, takes him down. Ships is gone. One by one, they're just falling, being blown to bits. There is no real structure left for Windigo in this round, as it is only Punisher that remains. He's already lost his brother in arm in Victor, and that is the final kill, as Punisher will falter. 18 rounds achieved for a go. They need one more. The final round of this first overtime. Is it going to go to them? Will it be a 19-17 with them walking out here as the winner for the second matchup? That would be 2 points for them and 1 additional point for Windigo.
Completely different story to what we thought at the start of the overtime. We thought Windigo might be able to carry that momentum in. And now they're looking at defeat. Yeah. But I suppose the positive side of it is they would still be coming out with 4 points from the total series if they do lose this round. Which to them, perfectly fine, I think. You know, 4 points for a matchup against another fellow relegation potential matchup. It's pretty decent.
It's also doubled the amount of points that a girl will be walking away with no matter what. So it's a good position to be in. Obviously, you do come out in top here in this matchup.
Question is, will they be able to potentially fight back there? They did invest double AWPs here. But because of that, there's not much utility across the board. And AGO are thinking about going back towards long there. The A-split is being quite clearly shown. But Windigo have no knowledge of that. Punisher playing towards B. They're thinking it might just be another B split because of how easy it was last round. Little do they know. Bubble, he moves off at the wrong time there. The pop flash comes in towards short. He's nowhere to be seen. They're heavily controlling towards long. This must be a retake attempt if they end up doing it, because Bubble's going to be there too late. He needs to pull back. And the 3 players rotating through CT as well. So PHR, he can guarantee there's nobody short. And if they're all coming through CT and long, this is such an easy hold for them in post-plant.
First kill goes their way. Grubby with a double. Sparrow as well, had the angle covered. Oh, barely misses that shot, but luckily enough his teammate will find the kill anyway. There we have it then. They wrap it up in the end as they rapidly tie those frags together and a go lock it down. They beat out Windigo. So they split the series. They take a map each. Unfortunately for a go, they win that one in overtime and they will get reduced points. They only take 2 of the 3 that could have been won if they did it in regulation. And that is an additional point going the way of Windigo as well. So it's a 4-2 split there in terms of the points for that series. It wasn't Windigo being able to actually just overpower them and lock it down in the end. That seemed like how it was building up. Obviously a huge comeback the entire time through the regulation. They were just chipping away at them, but they fought the final hurdle of overtime.
Yeah, I mean, overtime is just a brand new game essentially. Yeah. So AJO quite clearly managed to get it in their system finally and take the win there, but at the end of the day, they were 12-3 up. They got to be thinking, we've messed up again in regulation on Dust2 today.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the first time today they've been overtime on Dust2. So, I mean, they'll be happy that they got the 2 points finally, but it's a point missed, surely, in their minds.
Yeah, a bit of a rough one, but there we have it. The series is wrapped up, and they've split it 1 apiece. So we carry on. Our third and final matchup of the day will be coming up after this. Another 2 maps left to be played out in day 1 of Pro League here over on the B stream live from the Intel Esports Arena. We'll leave you to refresh your memory with this wondrous game we just had going all the way to overtime. Enjoy the highlights and we'll be back in to carry on with our 3rd game of the night after this.
ESL